source, that's unity. Aloha! Welcome, everybody. Special guest Coach Juliet Edens has joined us today. Hello there. How are you?
Oh, great. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, of course. It's an honor actually to have you on. You got one of the bigger channels of anybody that we've interviewed on here. 10,000, almost
So
10,000 subscribers. That's awesome. Welcome
going
in.
down by the day. So I think YouTube's doing a scrub.
Well, we don't worry about that too much. Just one day at a time. We just keep posting. So welcome in, Coach Julia Edens. And this is 5 questions with the source. And let's see who is all in the chat who's been in here. Rearing to go here. We have Okies Eden has been in here, first one. And you had him on your channel, right?
He's my cousin.
What? You guys
In
are. Oh.
okay, he's my cousin because of the
Okay.
Eden.
Oh, the Edens thing. Got it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, let's see here. Chris Horde, PSW, another health person. He works in medical. Dr. Ninja Turtle, health of your pocketbook.
Yes.
Amia Art is in the building. She's been saying she's been having some kidney blockages. So I don't know if you'll be able to say some things on if you know anything about kidney or not, but.
Not a doctor.
Not
Okay.
doctor, right? Right. But we'll talk about everything here today. Simply Debbie Sue is in the building. Welcome in. Let's see. And Ninja Turtle, Charger Mopar coming in from your side. Welcome in. That's Rick, right?
I can't believe before the show we were talking, and he goes, "Oh, I see Rick. Yeah, I know Rick." And I'm like, "How the heck does
How do I?
everybody?"
Well,
All
I mean,
niches.
Rick's kind of a big deal. Like you asked Doug, like, who do you love? You asked your husband, who do you love? And he went straight for it. He's like, I like that Charger Mopar guy.
Yeah, he did.
and then you met the guy, the Rick Charger Mopar, and 26,000 views of you meeting him, walking up and hugging him on the street. I'm like, this guy's a big deal.
He's a star.
The
Yeah.
star. Welcome in, Rick. Michael's Adventures is here. 22Q Cat from your side as well. Welcome in.
Ellen.
A Mason from your side. A Mason in the
Masons.
building. Awesome. Crowd in here. Jaden Suh, welcome. Coach Angela Mullins from your side.
Oh, hi, Coach.
Coloring View is here. Yes, Dr. Ninja Turtles supporting on your side as well. So Coach Julia Edens is a live stream as well. This stream is going here at Source and also on at Coach Julia Edens channel. So support anyway. Oh, look who's in the chat. Salem Olipop, the one that you networked with
I
today.
asked you about.
Yeah,
Yay! I just subbed
cool.
to her.
I,
Yay!
I did the shout out to new connections video, 33 new connections, and I put Salem Olipop on there. And then Coach Julian's was like, oh, the one with the cat. I want to connect with them. So I made sure
The
y'all were
cats.
connected.
Yep.
Yeah. Because you're doing a new feature coming up you're going to talk about where you're going to talk about pets, right? And invite everyone to
Mm.
bring their pets up on the panel and
I
everything.
did that last week and it
Oh, you
was
just
so
did
much
it.
fun. But hardly a
Do it
live
again.
goes by that I'm not bringing up cats. And
Got to do it
Sunday
again.
live, I have a little surprise for everybody that
Okay.
watches me and my love of cats. Oh,
Oh,
beautiful.
cool. Cool. Granny Southern Corner from
Hey,
your
Jen.
side. Welcome. Kevin B. Patalia is here. Salem Olipop says, so happy to be here. Stop by to say
Yay.
hi. Let's see, Ninja Turtle, Salem, Olipop, ASFLA1, Scratch and Pete PA from your side. Welcome in. We got a lot of tuber chat like connections
Yeah,
because we know each other from over there, and then there are both of us.
it's so fun. Yes.
Great community over there. Kevin from Tuber Chat is awesome. But yeah, this chat's going so fast. I'm just trying to shout everybody out before we get started, and it's a lot. Yeah, this is great.
And
Um,
Granny Southern Corner is also my cousin.
your
I'm going to do
cousin.
this every.
Okay. JC Calamity Jane is here. Um, and then we got and Timmy 70 from your side. Welcome.
Yeah. Hi.
Yo. And then Simple Family Lifestyle. Welcome in. Carnivore Muscle from your side.
Not a
Welcome
bit.
in. Yeah, wow, you got great connections over there. All right, so what we're doing today, 5 questions with the source. First off, with 5 questions, we've had about 55 guests on over the past year or so, and our upcoming schedule next Saturday is open. If anybody would like to be on 5 questions next Saturday, 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, please email me. My channel description is at the bottom of my emails at the bottom of my channel description. And then on the screen there, March 21, the Saturday after that, is Dr. Emanon Wanderer, a brother of mine from my men's group here in Maui, Hawaii. He'll have a lot to share. I'm excited about that one. And then March 28th is open as well. So I got the 14th and 28th open. Whoever's next on 5 questions, y'all come on up.
Be brave.
And yeah, be brave. Yeah, it was. I think I called you out in someone's live stream the other day, and you're like, "Okay, I'm in." It's like,
That's right. I said,
Coach,
way to call me out there. Okay, I'll go on.
like, Coach Juliet Edens, you haven't been on 5 questions. Would you like to come on?
I said, yeah.
Okay, let's do it. So awesome. And then at the bottom of the screen, special guest Juliet Edens at Coach Juliet Edens is her user handle for her channel. Everybody support.
Thank you.
Awesome. Okay. So, and then the chat, who else just came? Julie Jordan Scott from your side.
Julie.
Welcome. Grant's Faithful
Grant.
GLP from your side. Welcome in. And all right, we're caught up.
Amy says she's really upset, Source.
Amia, yeah, it's Amia. She's really
Oh, I'm
upset.
sorry.
And she's the one with the kidney, the doctor said kidney blockage.
Yeah.
So she's a little depressed about everything. But we cheer her up. That's what we do here. That's
what we're here for.
We can do. We cheer you up,
And
Amia.
prayers.
Plus,
Prayers,
Amia's she's gonna have what, 700 subscribers soon? I think she'll let us know in the chat. She's getting close.
I will have to subscribe then. There you go.
Oh, Amia's got the best art. She's really young spirited, and she's got beautiful art of all the different probably Marvel characters and Disney and Pixar and all that. And,
Oh, nice.
she graduated recently. She had a birthday recently. I made a short for her birthday. It was really really fun. And she sings like spiritual music. Just a really sweet person. Yes, Amia Art. Lala, the High Vibe coach is here. Welcome.
Lala.
Real Outdoor Living is here as well. Fairbrick Studio. We were just saying Fairbricks, right?
We were just talking about you.
So Fairbrick Studio, like watch hours, is that a thing? Let's support Fairbricks.
Fairbrick supports all of us all the time.
Me too. I know. So like, let's support Fairbricks back. Like seriously, let's
100%.
Monetization, baby. Let's go. All right. 100%. Jail Bima. It's his birthday month. Welcome in, Jail Bima. Okay. All right. So, have fun in nature's here. Susan, High Country, Australia. Okay.
Wow.
Let's do the show.
Wow.
Let's do the show. Okay. So, thanks everybody for being here today. All day today is Doobie the Dinosaur Day at the Source. Support. That's actually Sandra Poetic Tears. Her grandson, actually, Doobie the Dinosaur is like a character that represents her grandson, like a really fun channel for the young ones.
I watched all of them. I didn't even know who it was. I thought it was a stranger. I didn't know it was hers.
Yeah, it's her grandson.
And then I'm like, it was even
cute.
better to find out it was Poetic Tears.
He's so adorable. Little Doobie is so adorable. And the dinosaur, she made me a dinosaur, and Deb too. Like, and Deb is, yes, I need to share an update. Of course, Deb's in the hospital. I think it's like 7 days now or something. Can't keep track. But it's still the same. There's no big news to report. They drained some fluids out of her lungs. That's positive. But they're just still trying to figure her out, and she's there for it. She's patient, and but it's tough. It's tough laying in that hospital bed and just having to go by their rules, and you don't have all your comforts. But prayers, everybody, prayers for Deb. Thank you. It's going a long way. All the prayers. She knows y'all all love and support her. So
yeah, good.
Monique Poe is here. Calf's Kitchen from your side.
Yes, Calf's.
Yes. All right. And all right, so let's start this off. So um, the flow of the show today, we're going to tour Coach Juliet Eden's channel. We're going to read her bio. We're going to show some pictures she sent over so she can talk about the various features on her channel. And we are going to do the word association game, a fun
Okay.
word game. We're going to do the 5 questions interview, get to know her through that and her channel. And we will also do rapid fire fun round, and we will do the questions and comments from the audience. Some of y'all might come up on the panel for questions, comments. And then we will raid another channel after the live stream.
Do we know who we're rating yet?
Not yet, but open to suggestions. We'll do that later for sure. It was
Absolutely.
fun. We raided you and your husband, Doug, the one time.
I didn't even know what a raid was back then, and I was
Yeah.
so overwhelmed and so
No,
appreciative. It was fun. It was so
it was
fun.
fun. And you guys, you are both fun. I like it. I like it. You're different. You're both different. So like you're all like big energy, excited, and he's like,
I'm from
but
the
he's got
city.
quirky kind of things to say.
Yes,
It's
thank you.
great. Jesse Journals in a
I
Boxes is
just
here. Welcome in. Yes, raids are fun. All right, so let's get into it. So first off, let's visit. Um, let's see. Let's start off with. I have an actually intro here. I'll kick it off with the intro. So, so Coach Juliet Edens. All right. So Coach Juliet Edens is a health and wellness educator and a certified coach, 2 certifications now. Most known for helping women, but she helps everybody with health and
I
wellness.
do.
But she, with her website, check it out. It's awesome website. She helps women understand their bodies, rebuild metabolic health, and to feel strong, steady, and confident again. She started, of course, with her own health journey. We're going to learn about that. And now she is definitely on a mission to help others. So it's a blessing that she's here with us today. All
Thank
right.
you.
Yeah. So all right. So her
That's going crazy.
I
Yeah,
know.
okay.
How do I keep up? I'm gonna have to revisit in a moment here. So this is your channel. You're going on 10,000 subscribers very soon. Awesome. Your description on your channel says, "Welcome to Coach Juliet Edens, your trusted source for clear science-based health education." You can contact her, of course, on here, on email, and on Facebook are listed there. The channel is focused on understanding the potential cause of conditions or areas of pain, what to look for, and questions to ask your doctor. She breaks down medical tip topics into simple, practical explanations so you can better understand what's happening in your body. You'll find educational videos on conditions like arthritis, fibromyalgia, gout, chronic fatigue, digestive disorders, insulin resistance, inflammation, and hormonal shifts. She's not pushing any specific diet, although you'll find keto and carnivore information from a lot of her previous videos still on there. All right. And anything you want to say before I go into your tour of your pictures and your tour?
Let's go on the tour.
Let's go tour. All right, let's tour first. So this is your videos tab, the popular videos at Coach Julia Eden's channel. You see 16,000 views, 13,000, 8,000, 6,000, very successful, doing really well. And content like omega-3s for muscle health, ketogenic diet, allergies information, low carb, ketovore, carnivore, like what is the difference between all of it? A lot of different health, diverse content in the holidays, of course. I'm sure that'll be a evergreen content for a long time. People always want to know the holidays, how you're gonna do the cravings, and what do you do after in the New Year's resolutions and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So shorts tab, 26,000. That's when she met Rick, uh,
It's a 9-second
the
video I
Mopar.
dropped without
Sh-
thought.
sh-
I just threw it on there and there it went.
Amazing. You gotta just go hug people. Free hugs.
There you go.
I really like the second one on there. You became a superhero cartoon.
My friend Amy,
Yeah.
um, um, uh, Raccoon Coach Amy, also in coaching programs, and a very good friend of mine
Yep.
does the avatars, and that's the one she made.
I love
And
it.
yeah,
I want to see
she
more.
made
I want
me
to see
look
more.
very not like me, very hot, and it got a lot of views and a lot of comments.
I want that to be a series. I want to see a cartoon series come out of it. And then, yeah, of course, you and your hubby there, Doug. Little shorts, different fun content. Lots of views, though. 26,000, 9,000, 9,000. You just check them all out, y'all. Live tab, popular live streams. You're very consistent with live shows. You do interviews. You are a guest on other shows. You're always doing collabs as well. So that's awesome. It's awesome. And then playlists, of course, got it very well organized. I like to see that. And there's a 4K watch list just below, just off the screen. There's a 4K watch list down there. Let's see here. And then posts, keeping us updated on what's going on. Congratulations on your 2 health certificates. You're a coach now, right?
Yes. I've
That's
been
awesome.
since October, but I got the second.
The second one.
Yeah, so I've been in school since June.
Wow.
So I'm so happy to be done.
Yep. That's awesome. Kilts
Yeah.
and Barry health certifications. Coach, you're a coach. Awesome. And then, of course, keeping us updated with all the different live, you got all your interviews and all your different collab shows and features and such. So awesome. Awesome
Yeah,
job.
thank you.
I want to see this chat. See, we just missed like 39 messages while we were doing that. So Chris Lee is in the building on your side. Welcome in.
Oh,
Ryan,
Tiffany's.
what's
Okay.
that?
I said Tiffany's here. I got excited. I was
Yeah.
looking at my
Oh,
phone.
welcome, welcome. Ryan Tran is here. Um, let's see. Cherish your Mopar. Yep. Scratch and Pete, Susan High Country. Tiffany, have fun in nature. Yep. The whole have fun in nature community comes through. Uh,
Love them. Love
yeah.
them.
Ryan Tran,
Love
Susan High Country. All right. Abe Mason, Charger Mopar. Yeah. It's
Charger
amazing that video
Mopar's in
got
that
so many views.
video
Yep.
with
He
that
says,
26,000
he says it's
ahead.
amazing that video got so many views, he says. Okay, low carb spin on your side. Welcome. Yes, full house in here, Susan. Yes, indeed. All right. So now we've got the, so you sent me some pictures here. So first, this is the one that I used for our image for the event. Very cool. And then these are some of your features you got going on. I guess start with the one that you just said you finished. So this one here.
Yeah, what I decided to do, a few of my friends suggested it, and we'll go back, we'll go into my channel, but I wanted to do just something different than health and wellness and diet. And I never do lives alone. I never have. And so
Wow.
I got brave last Wednesday and I'm like, I'm going to go live by myself. Let's see how it goes. I always have a partner either physically. And I
Yeah.
thought, let me just do that. And it might have been Oki that said, well, what do you like? And I'm like, nothing. And he goes, well, you have to like something. And I said, I like cats. And he said, go, go with cats.
Yeah.
From there, if you follow Doug and me, I don't expect you to, but Doug wants a dog. So
Yeah.
I called it Cats and Dogs. And you'll see there's a little iguana
Nice.
above where it says share your bed. That's in honor of Rick, Charge
Oh,
Mojo Rick, because he's in Miami, Florida, and he
yeah.
catches and eats iguana at times. Tastes
Oh
like
my
chicken,
God,
I
he
hear.
eats them? Wow.
Yes.
Good to
So I
know.
had to, almost every thumbnail that I do, because
You
he's
got
such a
that.
close friend
Yes.
outside of YouTube, that I always throw in something about Rick
I,
or
I
his
don't
cat.
I don't see a piggy in there anywhere. You gotta get piggy in there.
I'm going to change my tune from now
Yeah.
on.
Yep.
Wednesday, we're going to see a piggy.
It's gonna change your life. When you bring pig energy into your life will transform. It's
I'm
amazing.
going to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it. Oh, by the way, yeah, while we're at it, let's see here. So oops, okay, so pigs, let's talk about pigs for a second.
Yeah, let's do
Okay.
it.
So right behind me, you see the pig on the painting on the right behind me there, right here?
Yeah, yeah.
That's a pig, a miniature pig on the beach in Maui. That's Harley. So Harley, my old landlord, where Deb and myself we property manage,
Okay.
This is the pig of the property. Harley's the pig of the property. 2 acres. He roams around, eats everything, goes up to everyone's doors. There's about 9 units
No.
there. And we help feed him. And we even had back scratchers, like massagers. And so you take a fork and you could do forking, like acupuncture on the pig, and they love it.
He
Or you
does.
have like hair brushes and shower brushes and dusters, like fan dusters, and you just like just love they just love it all. They're so fun and
That is
loving
so
and
adorable.
so sweet. So right by they would come to our door every day, and we just massage it, feed it, and it was our best bud for the whole time. I lived there 5 years. Deb and I lived there 5 years. So
Yeah.
um,
Oh, how
yeah.
cool is that? I get the pig now. That is
Yeah,
awesome.
you get it. You got to. And yeah, he's all grown up, so he's a lot bigger. You can see on our channel, the
Yeah.
source, you'll see videos and pictures of Harley grown up. So, and then of course, I haven't gotten these out of the bag yet, but here's all the little lovely little piggy guys
Oh, they're
that
so
we
cute.
that we put all around the apartment in the
Yeah.
old place, and now I
Yeah.
got to set them all out, in the new place
Oh,
here. So
that is so cute. That is adorable.
look at these
Look
little
at them.
guys.
Where did
I
you
know.
get them? They're so
Well,
cute.
we'll have to ask Deb so that Debs knows how to find
Okay.
everything online, and it all comes to our door, and then we got to return half of it. But all right,
Aw.
so all right, so that's enough of that. Okay,
Okay.
so back to the show. Oh, Chris Lee says I smell bacon. Okay. All right. Welcome in, Spanky Golf Addict from your side.
Thank you.
Uh,
Hi, thank you.
Welcome in Crystal's World. Awesome.
Christmas.
Low Carb Spin is here. Salem Olipop. Have fun in nature. A Mason. Be strong like a grizzly is here on your side.
Hi, Chrissy.
Yes, it's a big show. Oki's Eden. A Mason. All right. I'm almost caught up. Chris Lee. Twin Brook Acres on your side is here.
Rick, hi, twin.
Welcome
It's
in,
Rick.
everybody. Scratch and Pete. Stephen B is in the building. Welcome in. All right. Cool. So now we are showing her the pictures she sent over of her various features she's been doing. So the next one here is this one.
I love that because we didn't have a guest. And sometimes when we don't have a guest, it's scheduled at the time I make it. We put a nice little placeholder,
Yeah.
but I kind of was joking with my co-host, John Laspina and George Goodenough, and I made the guests look really creepy. So
Like Darth Vader or something.
yeah, and I do that totally because that's my personality, and I knew they'd roll their eyes. I since have filled it in because Lainey Goodenough is coming with us. Carnivore
Okay.
Sunday School is something that's been going on well over a year, and George Goodenough and John Laspina, run it, and very sadly for now, the co-host Stephanie had to step back a bit and take care of her health, which, even if you don't know her, send some love and prayers out to Stephanie. God knows who she is. And they asked me to step in, not step in her shoes for sure, but step in
Right.
and be on every Sunday where they interview someone that is eating a carnivore diet. And it's every
Okay.
Sunday and it lasts exactly 1 hour. And what's interesting is we get a lot of people just curious about the insanity of what you people
Right.
just eat meat.
Right.
What's going
What?
on? But they're always so polite and it's so fun. Um, so
That's cool.
it just gives stories of healing, and some of the stories will make you absolutely cry. Really, people very often you don't go to a carnivore diet necessarily like just for the fun of it. We find people that have tried everything. Last week we had a guest that had psoriasis so bad his whole life he
Mhm.
couldn't sleep. He wanted to end things, as I'll say,
Wow.
for YouTube. And
Mm.
it's, you come there as a last resort, and he did. And boy, what a story. And sometimes you just cry through them. But it's a fun thing I do, and I'll continue to do that. Hopefully, as long as they'll have me.
Right. Okay. Cool. Cool. Sounds great. All right. And we're going to learn more about all these diets and everything as we go
Uh,
through the show. But oops, sorry, I messed with the layout. Let me fix
I'm
that
down
first here.
here. I'm
There you
here. Okay.
are. I was seeing if I could do the whole picture in picture with like the us on the screen and the
Oh,
image still. I don't know. I'm learning. Okay. So the next one here is you do this creators corner.
yes. I love it. I'll tell you a little about it. This community, we support each other so much. And of course, one way is just by watching, just reach out. Like I did with now I'm going to say Kat, that's not her name, Salem, and
Yeah.
just said, that seems like an interesting topic. It's cats. So found her channel, subbed, and I'm watching her stuff. And as she has more, keep those notifications on. I'll watch more and more. And the thing is, I don't expect ever for Kat to watch my channel. That's not why I do it. I have found the more you support others, you'll get it back somewhere, somehow,
Mhm.
even if it's not from that person.
Yeah.
So sometimes, I'll jump in and say, I'm going to watch your playlist today on a new supporter, but I
Right.
always add, I don't expect it back. It's just my way to give back. And then
Right.
I had the idea, and a little like you do here, I thought,
Yeah.
what's an easy way to help other people? So I thought of Creators Corner.
Yeah.
And this is where people could reach out to me. My email's on my site. And if you'd like to be featured, what I do, because of my day job and our time,
Right.
I pre record a video with you, just you talking about your channel, your all your socials, what you do, what your channel's about, your Facebook, if you have similar to what you do, but
Yeah.
concentrated, in short.
Cool.
I edit the video and I immediately send it to the creator and say, do what you want. Don't worry about me. I edited, do the thumbnail, and then I post it to my channel. And so far, people have reported that, hey, I have some
Wow.
people from, checking my channel out and reaching out to me from your channel, meaning mine. And that's exactly what I was looking for. I think our niche on, and I originally started as carnivore niche and then went into health and wellness. There are so many other channels out there that it doesn't matter what your diet is. They are
Right.
just fun to watch or learn
Yep.
from. And that's how the idea started. And I know you're going to be on it. I have 5 more
Yeah.
scheduled. I think I dropped 3 so far. Strings and Puck was so fun.
Cool.
Aaron
Oh,
Booby
nice.
Goats, great, great, great fun. And uh, Picks, it's the guitar one, which I forgot because I'm nervous, but
No
it's been
worries.
so much fun. And
Awesome.
yeah, spending time
Looks really
meeting
cool.
them and
Looks really
recording.
cool. I like it. I like it. I like it. And Booby Goats is here in the chat. Welcome in, Booby
Steve,
Goats.
hi, thank you.
And Brooklyn Beauty TV is here. And whose
Yeah.
channel is this? Is in the building. Welcome in, y'all. Oh, Mark Crow is here. Welcome in, Mark Crow. Awesome. Okay, so let's keep moving along, y'all. So the next part of the show, we're going to do a word association game where we get to
Okay.
know Coach Juliet Edens here. Charger Mopar says, full of quacks here. I don't know. And Okies Eden, First Lady
It's
Zero.
a compliment. That's a compliment.
Oh,
We're
nice,
full of
nice.
quacks.
First Lady 01 is in the building. Welcome in.
Oh,
Awesome. Cool. All right, so let's do the word association game. So the I'll say a word or a couple words, and you could say the first thing that comes to mind if you'd like, or if you want to tell a story, you feel free to tell the story as well. So the first word is YouTube.
cats.
Cats.
No,
Yeah, if you want to be successful on YouTube, just share cats.
I'm going to share cats.
Yes.
I I think today, honestly, my first thought was cats. Indeed, you see the
Yeah.
cats all over. But the second one
Yeah.
is fun because it
Fun.
wasn't fun before when I first started. It wasn't fun. I didn't know
Right.
what I was doing. I just didn't know, and then stressed over things. And I think part of my changes personally and with YouTube that you'll see is now I just enjoy other people and meeting friends a lot more.
Right.
And then, like I said earlier, by my Wednesday live, just getting out of my niche and go talking about what I want. And
Yeah,
it is so
I like
much
it.
fun when you do that.
I like it. And you and your hubby Doug, like just hanging out and just talking about whatever and bantering. It's really
I don't think
lighthearted.
it's bantering. I think it's being mature and loving and not listening to me.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah.
fans love Doug. You should see. I get the Juliet, leave him alone. Doug's so sweet. Doug's so
Oh,
smart.
of
Juliet,
course.
stop interrupting Doug.
I get the same thing, you know. I get Deb's over here, like she's usually would be in the other room and she'd be yelling over, and everyone's like, "We love Deb, we love Deb.
Yeah,
Where's Deb?
yeah,
What's Deb? Where's your Deb?" Like,
exactly.
uh,
I've heard this.
Charger Mopar. Yeah, yeah. I know about duck. I know about duck food. I know you used to take the food you didn't want to eat and you put it out the window and the ducks come and eat it. I know about
Yeah.
it.
Oh, that's so
All
funny, you
right.
guys. Are. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I studied your channel as best I could before the
that's
show, you
sweet.
know. Let's see here. Oki's eating first lady. Ryan Tran says the internet is filled with cats. It is truly. Brooklyn Beauty. Right. Okay. High Plains Camper on your side. Welcome
Oh my
in.
gosh, hi, Pie Plains. I'm a new fan of theirs. Oh my gosh, that's so fun to see that they're here.
Yep, it
Thank
is.
you.
It is. It's a Cheers bar, like Chris Lee always says. It's a Cheers bar here. But then you're both of our communities coming together, and it's even bigger energy. So great.
That's true. We have some
Yep.
big personalities,
Oh
some great
my.
channels. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we do too. We all do for sure. The next word on the list is Coach Juliet Edens.
Loves cats.
Let's get
Um,
no.
that coach, that's something I'm really uh, proud of. And again, if we go into the history of my YouTube channel, I just found so, I never thought I was very smart. I'm in business. I'm in insurance for 35
Oh,
years, a
okay.
business degree. I always laugh. Yeah, I don't have the creative mind, the math or science mind. But over the last many months, I found I fall in love with the science, the whys behind things,
Mhm.
what helps with things. I'm shocked at how much we don't know when we deal with cancers and all types of things. And I'd love to dig deep on that stuff. And that's sort of how I fell into coaching as well. And the channel, like a lot of my videos, you'll see, like maybe I've done several on the eyes. It's things I experience. I think I have one
Right.
out next week about shoulder pain. It's
Mm,
I'm seeking out some answers and researching
right.
it because of my shoulder surgery or my glaucoma, which I have, or
Mm,
osteoporosis that has changed to osteopenia. So it's more
mm.
me digging and then go, maybe somebody else has this, maybe somebody
Exactly.
else cares.
Yeah. No, that's great. That's a great idea. It's a great, definitely a good way to do it for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's awesome. And that's, hey, you know, if there is a God, then that's guiding you. I mean,
there's something guiding me for sure.
it's difficult that you have to go through each of these different things, but then if you're going through them, maybe you're just a flow through, you know, you experience it, you document it, you research it, and then you put your new wisdom experience out there, and a lot of other people will then be able to learn and maybe heal.
Yeah.
So
And I've done that recently with my daughter. She's 28 and has had
mm,
colitis for some time, and it just had a
wow.
severe issue and was hospitalized.
Mm,
And that it sounds like weird, and I hope doesn't sound egotistical. I'm
mm,
helping her with diet because she had to go through elimination diet, and she has more testing in a week for possible Crohn's. And
wow.
it just hit me at a moment of high stress that maybe this is what all YouTube and coaching, maybe it's what it was all for. Because
Right.
now I'm in the hospital, knowing the questions to ask, like
Mm,
knowing what to do. And
yep.
I do feature a lot on my videos. Here's what you want to ask your doctor. I don't
Hmm.
have answers for everybody or
Right.
anybody for that matter. But it was a really touching moment when I thought, well, maybe all this stuff is brings me right back to being able to help my daughter as well.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. And I'm witnessing it all myself firsthand
Oh
with
yeah.
Deb and everything. And she's so she runs her own health. She runs her own body. She runs her own everything. She's her own manager. So, but for her to, because she's got her whole medical history documented from when she was her whole life basically on
Oh,
paper and whatnot. And
awesome.
then when she goes into the hospital, she'll let them know, here's my history, here's my allergies, here's what I
Smart.
can and cannot have. I even helped her. I served, I sent to the CEO, so the CEO has her paperwork,
Mm,
we handed it to the doctors and nurses. They all have her file and her paperwork and her can and cannots. So
mm.
she's got it's a cool document. You might want to check it out.
That
Um,
is impressive. Good for
and
him.
she had, when
Absolutely.
she was younger, a similar situation to this, where she was in the hospital for a while and that they couldn't figure it all out. And there's so many of these ailments that are not like, I know like fibromyalgia has been one of them, because a lot of the spiritual people I've networked with, like that comes up a lot. It's like, what is fibro? They have no cure. They can't
Yeah.
figure it out. Like, so.
Yeah, and sadly, I have to be careful of words on YouTube. The
Right.
rate of people not wanting to stay, alive, dealing with it. And that one's personal to me too. I did a video on that, and it's like, well, how are you related to fibro? My cousin was 30 on my husband's side, and she
Yeah.
decided that she couldn't go on because
Mm,
of fibro, and it's just a sad story. But that, I don't share that story in the video, but there's a
right.
reason why I do. Almost every video has a story behind it, and I don't
Right.
always share it for privacy of family and things like that.
Sure. 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 Okay. All right. So the next in the word association game, the next words, because a lot of your content early in your channel, which your channel you just started in August 2025, so it's only been September, October, November, December, January, February, March, somewhere around 7 months or so.
Yeah,
But so some of your earlier content was about these next two subjects. So yeah, carnivore diet.
yes. The carnivore diet is really how I started my channel. We'll probably get more into that because I eat a carnivore diet. And I have for, 18 months already. And
Wow.
yes, when I had to go on a elimination diet, I had to look up what it was because I wasn't sure how to do it. And that
Yeah.
carnivore stuff popped up, and I'm like, these people are insane. This is not healthy. I eat vegetables, I eat fruit.
Right.
And I'm not sitting here condemning any of those things. But for me, I thought, I am going to try it for 30 days. I'll do anything for 30 days. So
Mm,
that's how my channel started, and then moved more into ketogenic. And then, quite frankly, and some videos you'll see on the carnivore ketos, I did really well. But for me and what I wanted to do, regardless of my diet, I shifted, not for views, obviously, because since then the views have gone down. I wanted to do more of the health and wellness for
mhm.
everybody. And
Every.
as a coach, one of the first things we learn, even on the carnivore channels with Dr. Kiltz and such, is you could be a vegetarian and eat a keto style diet. If you want to focus on keto, like being in fat burning more than glucose burning.
Yeah.
And with clients, I don't recommend a diet. I just don't. If their
Mm-mm.
body runs better and they love the fruits and veggies, the goal is always to get them off as many as processed food as possible, and
Right.
seed oils. They're my two. I think that I start with the seed oils. If you look them up, Rick used to use the seed oils,
Yeah.
vegetable oils in this diesel truck. Um,
Mm.
so I don't know if I answered the words. I'm going too deep. So we'll go on
No,
to the
you're
next
doing
one.
great. This is great. It's all meant to just, bring conversation so we can learn more about you, your channel, and what you have to offer. So, welcome in. Rudy Iraheta is in the building.
Oh my
Welcome,
gosh,
Rudy.
Kendra's here too.
Yes, Kendra, consume the goodness. So,
Thank
Kendra,
you.
on Tuber Chat, the first person when I first said, "Would you like?" or "I would like to swap playlists."
Oh,
She was the first one to say, "Yes, the source. I'll watch your channel." And she's watched my channel all the way through multiple times. And I tried my best to keep up and support her as much as she
it's
supported me. Oh my goodness! But she's
I've watched a
awesome.
few of her replays, and Kendra will tell you, I think once or twice, I'm like, replay, and then I see it's 3 hours,
Oh my
because
gosh!
her audience loves her lives and is engaged. And then I'll
Yeah.
write, okay, I'll watch 1 hour of your replay because I want to be honest. I don't want to say I'm watching your replay and give you 5 minutes. And I said, I'll
No,
watch an
right.
hour, okay?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Three
yeah.
hours.
Kendra's awesome. She's really sweet.
Yeah.
She's been on Five Questions here as well. So
Yeah.
very cool. Okay, so welcome in Terry B33 from your side. Welcome.
Hi,
And,
Terry.
and
Oh,
welcome in
Kevin's in the house. Kevin's in
Tuber
the house.
Chat. Kevin's in the house on your side too, supporting. Welcome in Tuber Chat, Kevin. We've been mentioning you a bunch already.
Yep.
Awesome. For you, all y'all that don't know, Tuber Chat is every 3 days. Every 3 days, a live show, live stream, and he's up there on stage, and he is showcasing channels. Everybody in the chat, you can contribute to him if you like. There's a fun spin wheel. It's the chat is moving fast. It's a big community. He's got I don't know, 8,000 subscribers, 6, 7, 8,000 subscribers. He's
8
got a big
billion.
community. 8 million, yeah, exactly. And he's just a really good guy there in Canada, near Niagara Falls, and it's the best like wholehearted community, like focused on growth. He interviews bigger channels that he's connected with for years and years, and you learn a lot and you network and grow a lot as a channel. And I'm a member over there. So Tuber Chat, Kevin, shout out every 3 days, y'all. Get it, bell notification icons, all of it. It's
I
important.
wonder if others remember like their first time on Tuber Chat. I remember going on the first time because my friend Amy Davis said, check it out. And I do what I usually do. I go into a chat, and especially if I don't know anybody, I say hi, I do hearts.
Yes.
That's just me. And I did that, and then people would respond immediately, and I'm like,
What?
okay. And it was so weird.
Yeah.
And I didn't get it yet. And I'm like, they're friendly. And then all of a sudden, more people were coming on, and the show was starting, and everybody's reaching out. And I'm like, holy crap, these people are really nice.
I know. Yep. I agree. Yeah, and then I think I was referred over there. A couple people were telling me, I think Bless to Crochet Mary and Relax with Melissa were the first two that kind of were like, get over to Tuber Chat. What are you doing? Go check him out.
Yeah.
Check him out. So yeah. All right. Nick Gamer 2693 from your side, welcome.
Hi.
And Hala 6448 is coming in on your side
Holla.
as well. Welcome in.
Hi, thank you.
Yeah. All
Awesome.
right. Cool. Tuber Chat, maybe you can. Oh man, Jaden I never asked Kevin Tuber Chat if he'd like to come up on Five Questions. Of course, Saturday would be great, but Jaden is the one that asked you. Maybe you would come up on Five
Ooh,
Questions. That would be so cool if
Jaden.
Kevin, if he's not too big of a deal, and if he comes up on Five, that'll be awesome. I
Oh
haven't
my
even
God.
asked him. I haven't asked him because he is a big deal to me. So,
You know what?
um,
And I'm sure he doesn't feel that way at all, but we
no.
can't help it, Kevin. Yeah, in my mind, I would never ask Kevin. That's like,
Yeah,
no,
right.
his time is valuable.
I know. A busy guy over there. And then in the chat, Sports Night Jorge is in the building. Welcome in. All right. Yeah, that would be so fun. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. My email is at the bottom of my channel description. All right, cool. All right, so here we go. Next word on the word association game is because I know you got to have 10,000 subs to get featured by Kevin Tuber Chat. So I'm like, I'm
I don't
not.
have that.
You're getting close to that. You could
You
be.
know, it's funny, and really, I laugh about it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessarily a goal in my head, but I'll go up and I go down and then go
Right.
up.
Right.
And and what happens sometimes is like the charge Mopar, that 26,000. I got a lot of subs out of that, but
Right.
sometimes people come and they'll watch and they'll be like, "Oh, well, this is health. Give me my, whatever it is." And I got a lot of subs from some of those shorts, really outside of my niche, and I didn't think about that. and they subbed, and you could see the trend of them going, or even comments at first, and maybe some people much younger than me or what have you, they're like, yeah, no, I'm unsubbing for this channel. And I get it.
What are you gonna
I
do?
have no problem with that.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? All right. So let's see here. The next word is the other diet that we see, and there's a big community around this. Like Just Jason Keto is like, see him,
Yes.
So keto, what
Yeah.
keto?
Yeah, it's funny. I was speaking with some coaches this morning, actually, filming for a friend, some video she'll be releasing. And I think all of us that have experience in coaching and maybe come from a carnivore or different diet, even totally different, especially women, we tend to restrict and diet and the craziness. And we kind of all came to the conclusion that our experience is many people kind of find a way into more of a ketogenic diet. That means different things for different people. Usually it just means they're not afraid of meat. Or I don't want to say afraid, that's the wrong word. They're okay with eating meat. A lot of people don't eat meat for a number of reasons, religious and otherwise. But most settle into, yeah, I'll eat meat, chicken, beef, veggies, fruit in season, berries. The people that are successful usually don't have a black and white, this is all I'm going to do. So, like I said, even vegetarian type diets, they all kind of, the goal is to settle in with getting rid of processed stuff. It's more than that. We talk about getting out in the sun, breathing. You mentioned
Mhm.
breathing, sleep, keeping the cortisol down. And it's
Yeah.
all things I have worked on myself. That's what I do with clients. And the women, the reason I say women, and I should change that, is I got my start in coaching after I graduated, the first one in October. A friend opened a new gym and I was hired as a personal trainer
Okay.
there. And they didn't need a health coach. But the more time went on and the more people would ask me questions, and then we did a sugar reset class, things like that, the more my role has turned dual
Yeah.
because of need. It is a women's only gym. So I think at the time I wrote my profile, whatever, it was women's only. And I was sort of then advertising for them, but it's really all people. It doesn't
Oh,
matter
yeah. Cool.
what you
Cool.
identify as. We're all the same inside.
Right. That's right. That's right. So she's available for coaching, health, wellness, all the things for
Classes. But
all. For all.
And ketogenic diet just refers to you are lower carb. Some people could even handle 100 grams, and that's a lot, but it's just more non-processed food. And very often you are burning ketones or fat for fuel, and it keeps your insulin down if you have high inflammation or inflammatory diseases. That's
Okay.
basically what that means. Hope that helps.
I definitely I eat a good amount of sugars and carbs and things, and
Yeah.
I know I can be a little bit obsessive with that. So I know I get it, like I get it. And
But that
Deb's
doesn't
had
mean for everybody. Some people
yeah,
live
everybody.
wonderfully on
And
high
and
sugar, real
it's
sugar.
more the process too. It's all the processed carbs, breads,
Yeah,
sugars,
I
all
draw the
that.
line, yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
really where, because it can get away with some healthier, say, sourdough breads, and there's a better way to do it too. So let's see here. Welcome in John Together Strong from your side.
John, yay. Hi, John. Thank you.
And welcome in Jerry G is in the house. Welcome in Jerry G. Awesome. Thanks everybody for being here today. We
Thank
have
you.
special guest Coach
Larry's
Juliet Edens in the building. Larry Ryan is in the building.
Larry.
Welcome in
Hi,
from your
Larry.
side.
Thank
Cool.
you.
Yeah, great crowd. Great crowd. We've had about 25 to 30 people in here consistently throughout the whole show. So
Oh,
it's
that's so
great.
nice.
It's wonderful. All right, the next word, we'll do a couple more, handful more of these here. This just health this
Mhm.
time. Health.
Just health. I look at health as, I am going to be 62. 62. I
Wow.
can't believe it. When I think about health, I think about aging and feeling okay. Feel not. as I was aging, and we'll get into, I was getting things that normal people hitting their 50s and 60s get. We all do. All my girlfriends, oh, I've got to get my gallbladder out. I have diabetes. I'm on high blood. We hear it all the time and we accept it. And doctors have told me, oh, Julia, diabetes is, and it's genetic in your family. And, and to me is when you realize, wait, maybe there's other ways. There's not one specific way, but there's other ways. Why not try other ways? And to me, health is just going, I'm aging. It doesn't matter looks. It's not about that or my, although I dye my gray hair and stuff, but it's more, I feel good.
Right.
And I'm moving and I'm social
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not using a cane. I mean, things happen. I was at a shoulder thing,
Right.
but you overall feel good. You don't stand up and, my dad used to, at my age, his
Right.
back hurt. And so that's how I look at health. That you feel
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. I every time I can have things moving through good and sleep good, if I sleep good and I'm
Yes.
hydrated and I'm active and I'm on the sun, I know I'm with
And the
my, we
sun's
got
good.
lucky out here and blessed and yeah, things moving through, I you know, eat sugars and stuff. So there's magnesium. I use magnesium, I praise that
Every
for
night. Yeah.
flowing things through and keeping it regular and everything. Welcome in Lisa J. Stocks. Lisa
Lisa's
J. Stocks,
on.
welcome from your
Oh,
side. Welcome in.
thank
All
you,
right.
Lisa.
Okay. And then the next word on the list is certified health coach.
Ah, da, 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 da. You know, here,
Da-da-da.
here's the thing I discovered later is I think that almost anyone can be a personal trainer. I'm also a personal trainer. What is
Yeah.
that?
Oh,
I'm a squirrel.
we got toys. We got toys over
Oh,
here.
okay.
Deb bought a whole bunch of, I got like all the fun stuff celebrating you as a health coach. All the.
You don't know me well enough. I am the squirrel. I'll be in mid sentence and go, "Oh, look, there's a
Yes, the
fly."
squirrel, squirrel.
Um, but
All the
anyway,
instruments.
I am proud of the coaching things I went through. I saw these things online, like go through this health coach and be a health coach and make $1 million. First of all, if anyone thinks they are going to make $1 million,
Right.
you are not. I make good money at my day job, which I hope to leave, and I will make a lot less money when I leave my day job, which will be soon, which will be this year.
Retirement.
So I just
Semi.
want to dispel some rumors there. It's something I want to do to help people and yeah, earn a little money to keep YouTube going. And
Of
when I
course.
retire, help people have fun on YouTube, go to my gym, which I love.
Yep.
It's things I'm sort of setting myself up, not financially for sure, but
Mhm.
it just what do I want to do that has meaning as I
Yeah.
go into the retirement years. And the classes I took were taught live. It wasn't online. It was you were there answering questions, you are doing your homework. You better show up to classes. There are tests, practice sessions, and real doctors teaching on kilt. And then on Dr. Barry's, we have all we had, I mean, these people have written, Kim Howerton wrote books. Dr. Barry wasn't on as much, but his wife was, she's a nurse in person. And they made sure you knew what you were doing because we use their brand, their name, and they don't want their reputation. These are Dr. Kilt especially has
Mhm.
fertility clinics throughout this nation, based out
Wow.
of Central New York. He does not want Juliet Edens Kilt certified to be a quack.
Right.
You
Right.
know,
Right. Right.
they better
That's fun. No.
represent kilts very well. So there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. And one day I'll be certified for something. I don't know. No.
Certified Hawaii Fun. There
Certified
you go.
crazy dude over there. Source. Representing whatever brand. Okay. The next one here is always I'll always be a quack, says Church Mopar. Yeah.
I love them.
Oh,
We're
that's
the
great.
quackers. Yeah.
See, see, we're already buddies. Rick and he didn't know coming in here. Source and Mopar, we're buddies. Yeah.
Rick can't
Okay.
go anywhere that he's not like that one person in the room, probably like yourself, that stands out because they're a quack, but they're a fun quack. and they love people. I mean, Rick,
Yeah.
he wouldn't, although he'd eat iguana, and that happened a lot when, he couldn't buy meat,
Try.
couldn't afford meat. We
Right.
all, live on hard times. If
Falling
you
from
need
the
to catch
trees, right?
yeah,
Florida.
in Miami, they were running rampant, and he said, "Let me try one," and they're free, and he saves the population.
Here in Maui in Hawaii, the deer are a little bit excessive.
I didn't know that.
So there are groups, organizations that are able to help cull the deer population. Pigs
Yeah.
too, wild pigs, wild deers are a thing. Wild chickens, roosters too. But they're not, chickens, roosters. I guess I've heard their meat is too. It's doesn't it's not so good.
Depends on the type.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely the deer that they had to get a certification to be able to
Oh,
start selling it even. So
oh
it would
wow.
be it was for free up at different places across the island. They have
Nice,
free venison. So
nice.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
I understand the iguanas falling from the trees in Florida over there. I heard about that. Let's see here. Parking lot. Fatten them up. Okay. Yeah. When Charger Mopar visits Maui, I will cross the street and hug him, just like that
Okay,
video, and we'll get a viral video for the source for the first
absolutely.
time ever.
But you'll get 100,000. I know it.
100,000 would be
A
great. I would love
9-second video. I got 42 hours. I didn't even have any clue.
it. Welcome in Brian HFIN from your side.
Hi,
Awesome.
Brian.
Very
Yep.
cool. All right. Oh, this one here. Oh, the next one is next word on the word association game is your hubby, your husband, Doug. Doug.
Doug. Doug is my lovable Missouri hick. I could say that because I live in Missouri, but I was born and raised in the city, in Jersey City, lived in New Jersey my whole life, northern Jersey, went to school in Newark. I remember being 10 years old on the subways in New York. My grandma, who lived in Pennsylvania, used to call us city slickers. And yeah, I was a city girl. I didn't know anything differently. So I went from northern New Jersey, again, living in Newark, New Jersey, which you've landed in there, and to New York City. I was a New York gal for a long time, in my 20s at that point, and then I hit Los Angeles. So giving some background. So when I met this country boy in Florida, Miami, during Hurricane Andrew in 1992. I was a claim rep with State Farm out of I was in San Diego at that time, and he was a claim rep out of Sedalia, Missouri, and
Mm,
we met there. And I remember he said, I'm from Missouri, and he had this real hick accent. I had a very strong New Jersey accent, and
yeah.
I lost it. I practiced losing it. But I remember having to pull out a map because we didn't have cell phones. Yeah, we probably just had cell phones in 97. But I'm like, where the heck's Missouri? I mean, there's New York, California. There's
Yeah.
nothing in between. So, yeah, I guess I'm getting into Doug. And here we are in Missouri. And it's been an interesting ride with me almost to this day going, what does that mean? Because he has all the Midwest saying and his Midwest family with my East Coast family. I like to tell stories at how I grew up Catholic with everybody's drinks a lot. We're very loud. That's just almost like an Italian family. I'm not Italian, but just big and loud.
Yeah.
And his family is, I lost it. They are the religion. I lost it, but they don't drink. They're quiet. They're prayerful, quiet, kind people. And the two get together, and it's so weird, the different sides. So
Yeah.
that's why I look at Doug. We're so much alike, but it's fun, the differences. Where to this day, what, 33 years later,
Wow.
he'll say, I'm fixing dinner. And I'm like, dinner's
Fix a
not
bit.
broken. So it's that constant. Or I'll be like, what do you mean spit in your hand? I don't even get that. Like, what is that saying?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't grow up in the country either. So I'm Cleveland, Ohio,
Oh, I did
suburbs.
not.
So yeah, grew up there. Um, and let's see here. So yeah, Doug's great. You two do live every week together, right? What day of the week is that one?
It's every Sunday. I hope you're off by then, so I mentioned it, but it's 5:45 Eastern. I think you're off by then, right?
Yeah, so my on Sunday support spin wheels, Eastern, 4 o'clock. I try to finish up earlier now. Like I was going all the way to 6 o'clock, but gradually ending the streams a little earlier at the source.
There's a lot on Sunday.
But we can raid you again. Yeah, we can definitely raid you again. So,
My husband
yeah.
was so confused. That's how Oki got the name Cousin Oki.
Yeah.
My husband's last name is Edens. I got it from him, and dead serious.
Oh.
One day I was talking about Oki, or he came up, and my husband, this is a great description, looks at me and goes, "Oh, is he related to us?" And my husband was dead serious. And I'm like, this captures you and Missouri in a bottle, that this person could possibly be related to your side, and you're asking me. And he goes,
yeah,
there are a lot
exactly.
of them out there in the woodwork. And I'm like, oh,
yeah,
no.
That's funny. That's funny. Everybody's related to everybody. No. All right. Let's see. Next word here on the list, and we're at hours. So let's see here.
We didn't even get through 5 words. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know,
All right, I'll
right?
be
I
quiet.
know, right? Are you willing to hang out with us because we do about up to 2 hours with this one. What do you think?
Sure, why not?
Okay, cool. So we'll just wrap up the word association game with this last one, which is a combination of collabs, interviews, and community. Collabs, interviews, and community. Like live streams, like collabs, interviews, community. What do you guys say about those things?
Oh, my first thought is there, and I'll have to describe. My first word was anchors, not for as in business and YouTube, but I love my collabs and anchors. I think at the beginning I was saying I never did it alone. I've never gone live alone.
Right.
I love people on my lives and creators on my lives, and I love my anchors. They help me. They help me learn, and it's so fun. It's so nice. And you can never be in a bad mood when you're doing a collab. And it's not. Some people like to say, I got to put on my YouTube face, and I say I have to get off my YouTube face because I'll be happy for the next 3 hours, because it's just exciting and fun.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and you have such a big, vibrant community. Like it seems like it's endless how many keto or carnivore like coaches and people that have been on the diet that have their own channel. Like it's like you're just pumping out like these features,
pumping them out,
collaborations, like the next one and the next one and the next one and the next one.
And it's nice we don't. I mean, I'm sure there's always competitors somewhere, but 3 coaches were on this morning. We all have our own websites. We all have our own business. We're all virtual, but there we are trying to help each other, learn from each other. We reach out to each other. Man, is it nice? You can't.
Awesome.
If I try to be a coach alone, I don't have all the answers. So
that's so great. Welcome. Cranky Frankie is in the building. Welcome in. And welcome in. Broke but bountifully blessed. Carol is in the building. Welcome. Oki's Eden says he's the joker over there, dad joke. So he says my family tree is a telephone pole. That's great.
I always laugh at him.
Yeah, it's great.
He called me out yesterday as his plant of the week, and I posted everywhere. I want to be called the weed, because weed's a plant, I think. So I'm like, I want to be the weed of the week.
There you go, the weed of the week. There you go. Nice. John Together Strong says, Juliet is such. He said Juliet is such a great science-based educator.
He's so sweet.
The check is in the mail, she says. The check is in the mail, John.
I've said that more than once.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So the next, so we've completed the word association game. Congratulations.
1 hour.
Yeah. Well, the whole show so far, we've done a lot in an hour. So
okay,
I'm sure everyone here will agree with that. We're doing awesome. All right. So after that, so now we go into the interview format, the 5 questions with the source, where we get to know Coach Juliet Edens more as a person, and then about her channel and her mission and all the things. So Thank you, everybody. Oki says, everyone laughs. My life is a joke. No, it's
It ain't
okay. Yeah, yeah.
amazing.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's start it off. I always like to start off the interview format with like, who are you? Like, who is Juliet Edens? Tell us a bit about yourself and your background a little bit.
I'm still trying to learn who I am.
Yeah.
I would say, and you know a little bit about my background. I've been in boring insurance for 35 years. I'm in commercial insurance litigation.
Mm,
So this is why life is so much fun right now. What I do is so different than being in the, I'm not an attorney, being in the courthouses and, you know, $1 billion bad face suits and things like that. And so that's a strong business
mm-hmm.
background in this world is so different. It attracts me. I would say definitely, and I mean this in a good way. I am just the weirdest person. And I remember growing up with my good friends, they'd be like, "You are just so weird." I was always the oddball in thought, in what I think is funny. I really have a problem with that. I'm glad I'm not live on, like, there'd be some lives, and I was telling my friend Amy, like, she was crying about something, but
Yeah.
sincere, it could, because it meant a lot to her. And I
Mm-hmm.
confess, I'm like, I'm watching, like, laughing the whole time because my mind just thought differently about things. Um, but what became a quirk of mine of being weird, uh, I think it's been something I come to like embrace and be confident about as I grew older. Because as a child, I was very quiet and very shy. Growing up in the 60s, I still had parents the leftover from the children, or if not to be, you know, you don't speak, you know, that type of thing. And being the middle child of four, I don't know, a lot of things. I was just very quiet and shy. And I didn't come out of my shell until I was a junior in high school. And I think that's when my friends realized, once I had found my voice somehow as a teenager, you know, junior in high school, and let my weirdness be and not let it bother me, but that people thought I was strange, but they were my close friends. So I thought, if I'm strange, then we now know what you're, the sum total of your five closest friends. I'm like, well, then
Right.
they're all strange too.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that strangeness has, in a way, kept me positive without positive thinking. It's just finding the weird humor in things. It's just, and the way I think, I honestly, maybe Oki's like this, I don't know. I find humor in things and tell my own dad jokes in my own head that crack me up.
Yeah. 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 Me too. Me too. I'm lighthearted as can be, and yeah, yeah. So
But I think sometimes I have such a sarcastic sense of humor, people don't get me. So I have to be very careful in chats. Uh,
right.
very careful, because people will, I get why writing is hard to come, the personality that I
Yeah.
mean it with love, but I love sarcasm. And
Yeah.
Oki knows, and he handles it well. When I talk about he needs coaching, he's more than coaching, you know. So I love
Right.
people that I
Right.
can tease and can tease me.
Yeah. I'm the
I had
same
a,
exact way. I
yeah.
last night before I went to sleep, because it was Brandon of Palm Beach Day all day yesterday at the source.
Uh,
So I was like, queuing up his content, watching shorts and everything. And then I come across um I'm watching one of his live streams. I have it queued up and I click on that summary, but I notice your channel, you don't have that available. Like it's probably smart to not have it available because
mhm.
people like
Yes.
me, I'll just go and I'll click the summary and I'll be like, okay, cool, well, great. And I'll be because I want to know everything. I don't have hours and hours to watch everything. So I click his summarize the video button on his live stream, and it says Brandon of Palm Beach, for the first 15 minutes of the live, is just talking to himself,
Yeah.
and he doesn't realize that he's live yet, or something like that. It's like I'm like
That is
YouTube.
so funny.
YouTube is just doing him dirty. He's doing him dirty. Like,
That
oh
is so
man,
funny.
like they got him good on that one. Like I just felt like YouTube just like cracking a joke on Brandon over there. But he's
I would have
so
thought.
Brandon's like so like humble and down to earth and cool guy that he'll roll with it. He'll have fun with
Yeah,
the wisecracks. So like I like that too. Like if I could bust the balls of
I love
everybody
it.
that we build up these connections and hopefully we don't push too far and go too far with any of it because I did Sandra's husband, Poetic Tears husband, Mr.
Yeah.
Block. Like,
Yes.
I did a live stream the other day, and there was a rooster that was cock-a-doodle-doo, and I don't know why. I just called it Mr. Block. I say, hey, Mr. Block, give us a cock-a-doodle-doo, and because Sandra was in there, so I was just like playing off the Sandra was
Yeah.
welcome to the live stream, Sandra. So I hope Mr. Block hasn't commented on that video yet, and
Not yet.
Brandon hasn't commented on my little joke on him either yet. Yeah, I was like, so hopefully don't push too far on these sorts of things. But
You never know. I had a friend, I was
yeah,
wearing this with a shirt on a video, and she thought it was looked like Where's Waldo. So she created this
yeah,
caricature of me calling me Where's Waldo and put it in a coaching chat. And then I think immediately, but so I found it hysterical. And immediately after, and I get it, she got a little worried that I'd be offended. And not only
yes,
was I not offended, I wore it like I'm going to wear it when I meet her. When I meet her, I think we're meeting at one of the events. I am going to
yeah,
wear. I
of
don't even
course,
like it. It's red and white striped, like Where's Waldo,
right.
but that kind of stuff made me funny. I was not insulted. I thought it was
I'm having
hysterically clever,
I'm
and I
having
did
so
look like
much
Where's
fun.
Waldo.
Yeah, I'm having so much fun with all these little quirky, fun little
Mhm.
storylines and everything. So yeah, I
Yeah,
love it. BF, welcome in BFFALB, BFF, Black Effin' Fathers. That's
I was
that's
going to say,
the
you know him.
yeah, that's the hubby. So it's kind of cool. All the different, we each have our partners, and everybody's getting to know the partners too. So yeah, I just interviewed what's her name? I can't even think of her name on here. She's an exercising channel. I just featured her a couple episodes previous, and that's the hubby. Coach Mean Reen. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
coach. Yeah.
So, and then welcome in from your side, Eclectic Butterfly Carrion.
Oh,
Welcome.
she's awesome. Check out the channel, guys.
Yeah,
Yes.
check them out, check them out, check them out. Okay, so let's keep this thing flowing here. So, all right, so Coach Juliet Edens, a little background. Um, any more background? So you talked about a little bit growing up, and now you're in your adult years, you got family, your work experiences. Also, it sounds like now I almost said the
Oh,
competitor. Oops, I almost said the competitor there. I'm with State Farm, by the way. I like State Farm.
oh, there
And I
you go.
always had it's family business. My grandfather started an agency in Cleveland area way back, built the building and everything, and then it passed on to my cousin. So, and I think he's still going, but State Farm
Oh,
has been the agency.
And I'm still insured with State Farm, but I work for a commercial auto company, so
Oh,
I
okay.
don't have a commercial property or
Okay.
commercial vehicle. So
Well,
I'm still with State Farm all these years
I
later, just
had
because I know the policy.
I had a commercial auto policy for 8 years in my transportation business. So
Oh, okay. So you know,
I had
yeah,
a number of different agents and such businesses. I think American Business Insurance Services was one of them, and I can't remember
mhm,
all of them,
yeah.
uh, but yeah,
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 wait
it's
till I've done
expensive.
insurance.
It's
It's
expensive.
expensive.
I had eight vehicles going around,
Oh,
at
wow.
like large 15 passenger vans, 12
Yeah,
passenger vans, minivans, cars, around the college campus in town and around the greater region. So
that's,
we paid quite a bit in insurance for sure.
oh, I know you did. I know you
Yeah.
did. Oh, thanks,
Welcome
guys.
in. Relax with Melissa. Welcome in.
Oh,
Hey, hey. Okay, so continuing on here. So, yeah, yeah. How about your channel a little bit? So your channel, you started this channel, the Coach Julia Edens channel, in August 2025, about
hmm
6 or 7 months or so from now, and you're almost to 10,000 subscribers. You're almost to 300 videos, and you're almost to 300,000 views. So tell us
That's
about your
great.
channel. Tell us about your YouTube
Yeah.
journey.
Yeah, I said it a little in the beginning. I didn't know what I was doing. And the reason, here's oddly the reason. So I'm in Kilt Health Coaching, and
Okay.
I applied to Dr. Barry's, they call it PhD program, but it's not a real
Yeah.
PhD, it's a proper human diet program. I applied to there, and as I'm reading what we had to do, part of it was they wanted us to have a YouTube channel. They wanted us to be on social media because after the science learning and the coaching learning, the legal learning, what you can and cannot do, it was then the marketing part. So I'm sitting there, what was I don't know, 60 going, I don't have a YouTube channel. I'm not on YouTube. I don't have I have nothing. And I thought, I need to learn YouTube. That's just my personality. I'm like, I got to learn it and I'm going to learn it fast.
Yep.
And you had to be accepted I waited till I was accepted because I think like several hundred applied and they only chose so many because you don't want the classes too big. So that's why I started. I was like, I got to learn YouTube. And so I bought a course, like every dumb person does, that you don't need to buy a course, but I didn't know. So I bought a course and try to teach myself.
Right.
And the joy today is going back on the journey. I didn't know anything. I love to look back at my thumbnails and just laugh my rear off in Canva because like my head would be this big and my video, they were so bad, but I didn't know they were so bad.
Right.
Um, but like many, I just kept plugging away.
Yes.
I wouldn't have done it differently, but I just had no strategy. I still don't have a strategy, but I had no strategy. I think I was Carnivore Edens I changed my name so many times, changed the niche so many times, changed I went through so many changes. Hence, you'll see videos grow. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm going this direction. And then YouTube algorithm is like, we don't know what the heck this woman's doing.
Oh.
And then I do it again with my Wednesday lives where I'm talking about cats and I want to do cat shorts.
Right.
I guess if I was thinking strategic, I wouldn't do what I want to do, but I want to do it because it's fun.
Exactly.
I don't want to talk about food and diet 24/7. My videos don't talk about that. I try to stay away from the diet part, the nutrition. I will say, think about doing this. That part is my love, my science, my interest. But if I'm talking to you or Charge Mopar, or I like to talk about stuff. Just every day.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. And maybe it could do that. Because your main channel, to me, I'm seeing it like a lot of times you'll have your, like in your description, it'll be you and it'll be your various interests in the description. And then your content will just build out like maybe a couple different playlists for each type of interest, your content pillars per se. But then that other channel, your wellness channel, can then just keep regularly putting something up there.
I don't do anything on it.
Let the algorithm, algorithm, what happens if you have just health wellness on there, and if you're just connecting with health wellness people on there, it'll naturally, the algorithm will take those videos and it'll run with them better. So maybe you just kind of keep being yourself on your main channel. It's already having a lot of success. And then just put a little bit
over there.
Most people are putting up one video a month or one video a week anyway. So just like, that's all you got to do is just put something up there and let the algorithm run with it for a while.
Just run with it. That's a good idea.
And keep building out your main channel and having fun with that. So
that's a really good idea. Because I thought I just unlisted everything and let it die, but it did have like 584 subscribers, and that was you're going to die. It was within 2 weeks.
Who knows? Who really knows? I just know, like, I look at like Mr. Beast and like how he's got like a bunch of channels now, and like how many years he did it, but it's just you evolve into different things, and just however, I mean, welcome in Red Sand Adventures. Welcome in. Awesome. Cool. Okay, so I've been studying your channel, of course, getting ready for the show and everything. So your channel description says clear science-based health education. Coaching, you are a coach. You offer health and wellness tips, understanding the potential cause of conditions or areas of pain, what to look for, and questions to ask your doctor. You break down medical topics. You understand what's happening in your body. You help people understand what's happening in their body. Conditions like arthritis, fibromyalgia, gout, chronic fatigue, digestive disorders, insulin resistance, inflammation, hormonal shifts, keto and carnivore information. So what do you have to say about your channel, about that?
Well, I'll tell you what, Well, a lot of it is the education I have received, and a lot of it is my own research. Uh, I'm not a let me go to ChatGPT and discover this. I
Right.
do go to research studies, make sure I
Okay.
understand them, and I do, constantly, here's as I understand it, do your own research. Uh, I also get a lot of my information from books. I try not to keep it a big old mess up there. Common sense labs and things, just things I learn as I do my own research. I think one of the people I use the most is Dr. Ben Bickman, which he's a PhD, does metabolic studies. So he's sort of neutral. He's not a carnivore doctor or this type of doctor. He's a PhD that does metabolic studies and what's the role of insulin in our body and how does it impact us if, and what's insulin resistance, which some say it's a construct, it's not really a thing. And so that's what I dive deep into, but I try to make sense of it for the everyday viewer. So every so often I'll have, and I don't mind, I love it. People will comment that are really knowledgeable and they'll say, well, you missed this and this and this, and it's very scientific. And my
Okay.
thought is, yeah, but I just want the everyday person to understand. You throw
Right.
around terms and they don't understand you, you lose them, and I'm of no help to them anyway. So that's what that's
Right.
about.
Cool. Cool. Yeah, you've got a lot of content there. So for people,
Tons.
we can't fit everything in this interview. So you go to her channel, Coach Juliet Edens, at Coach Juliet Edens. It's at the
Thank
bottom there,
you.
and
Thank
go
you.
to like the Shorts tab, the Videos tab, live streams, and there, you can like find information on so many different subjects. Like for example, allergies was
Yeah.
one of them that I saw on there. Heart was it acid reflux you've talked about.
Suffered from
Um,
that, yeah, for years.
talked
Yeah.
about the SAD diet, standard American diet, right?
Yep.
Yep.
And
Omega
again, in my
threes.
early days, I was again, I got so many benefits from eating carnivore that I was tainted a little bit to thinking this is for everybody, everybody needs to do this. And that's just being a newbie to eating that way since 20, I
Mhm.
started, where am I? Started in 2024 eating that way, well before a
Wow.
channel. But I don't care if you eat bananas all day and that's what gives you better health, you
Right.
feel like everybody needs to know that. And that is how I started before I got to the more of my own education and go, well, it works for me, but
Yeah.
but not for everybody.
And one of your first videos I saw on there, you had said, within 3 months of starting on your carnivore diet, because you had some health conditions, so you maybe let us know about that. But you
Mhm.
said that your blood pressure normalized, your blood sugar dropped, your diabetes reversed, IBS, irritable bowel syndrome gone, no more knee and shoulder pain, anxiety lifted.
Yes.
So yeah, what
It
about that?
it's crazy true. And anytime you could
Yeah.
eat what we call anti-inflammatory type of foods,
Yeah.
and you'll get rid of the processed foods and the junk food. I just ate a crap diet.
No.
I just ate crap because the thing is, what people don't understand or don't see in me is, well, you're not, I was never heavy. I never did it to lose weight. I did it because I was working with a nutritionist and a training coach. And
Mm.
really, my IBS was getting worse and worse and worse. And she was the one I said, I can't continue. I'm getting sicker and sicker.
Yeah.
And she's the one who said, try an elimination diet. But prior
Okay.
to that, what was getting me really upset and down is as I was aging, literally, I don't know, I trained all my life, I eat fruits. I did, raw foods for a long time. I did all the sort of diet seeking health and
Sure.
I did the right things. And yet I hit my 50s and I could see myself getting worse and worse, my insulin, my A1C, and talking to my doctor, I'm like, I'm worried I'm going to be diabetic. And he goes,
Mm.
you really have a few more years for that.
Mm.
And I go, "It's inevitable?" And he said, "Yeah, it's genetic." And I said, "Is there not anything?" And I'm not blaming him, but
Right,
I
right.
I was like, "Is there anything I could do?" And he said, "No." He said, "You work out, you're in good shape, da da da. You do everything right. We'll just wait." And I was never on um insulin. I was on metformin. And sure
Mm,
enough, by 57, I was diabetic. And I,
mm,
so that bugged me. And
right.
then I always had low blood pressure. Again, another thing, you get the sunshine, you do things right, and all of a sudden you're a certain age, and it's like, okay, this is another inevitable. So then I was on high blood pressure meds. Um, Nobody could find a cure for my IBD. And a lot of that, I agree. Genetics do come to play, when family has Crohn's and colitis. And I'm not dismissing that, but I had to accept there was nothing people could do. So I gave that crazy but carnivore diet a try because at first I thought they were insane. This Dr. Baker dude, I'm like, that's weird. The eating like that is disgusting. It's not good. I'm not doing it. And I just said, I'm going to do it for 30 days. And damn, it just worked for me. It
Wow.
just worked. All of a sudden, I'm like eating meat and hamburgers and eggs and cheese. And it's not just meat, by the way. We eat
Yeah.
yogurt and cheese and milk products and cottage cheese and it's all kinds of stuff. People add fermented vegetables such as sauerkraut. So carnivore is loosely defined as 70% animal products. So you still have your 30%. People are eating the berries, and it's not like it was introduced as you're just sitting around like a caveman. Anyway,
Right.
long story short, I one day, shortly after a couple months after I was out and I almost passed out. And I knew immediately
Wow.
it's my blood pressure.
Yeah.
And this kind lady helped me up and she said, "Did you eat?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I went home and took my blood pressure and it was super low. I
Yeah.
was on blood pressure medicine though. I didn't know it would, I didn't believe it would work. I
Mhm.
believed it worked for these people claiming it worked,
Right.
but I
Mm.
don't think I believed it would work for me because I didn't tell my doctor and I stayed on the high blood pressure meds until it went so low. I was I could have, passed out cold and been taken to the hospital.
Wow.
So I called my doctor. He goes, "Get off the blood pressure meds." He didn't ask me why, what I was
What?
eating, nothing. And I did. And I took my blood pressure all the time. And it went
Mm.
back to when I was in my 30s, which always ran low. And
Wow.
then, yeah, it was just a few months later. It's just because it's an anti-inflammatory
Right.
um, way of eating, and the blood sugar stabilized, the inflammation went, the swelling went.
Mm.
Um, it just, I people debate this. So I went from 6.8 fasting insulin, that's more important than where your blood glucose is, down to 5.6. Now I say that I'm not diabetic anymore, but some
Right.
doctors will argue 5.6 is still pre-diabetic, diabetic.
Right.
But you know what? As long as I'm headed down, I'm happy. I hope to be at 5.4, and that's higher than probably you are, but that's my body and why I
Right.
stay eating this way.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
the long and very long version.
Cool. Cool. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. I wanted to shout out some people here. Welcome in Snapback Network. Welcome. Welcome Snapback. And
Four things on there.
CB Carmack is here. CB Carmack.
CB. Yeah.
And yeah, you check out her channel. She's got like features with CB Carmack and kilts, right? Kilts
And
and
mold. CB loves to talk about mold in our environment.
oh, okay,
That's a
cool,
good
yeah.
one to watch.
And Rick,
Mhm.
you Charger Mopar. Rick, you've done all these features, these interviews, and back and forth, and welcome in foraging and urban farming. Welcome in.
I love them.
Yeah, very cool. Welcome everybody. All right, so keeping on. Yeah, that was a powerful story for sure. And you just gotta keep sharing that. That's another thing is our story is big on this channel, on this YouTube. Our story, even if you just do it again, new content, new each
I
you might have
forget.
done it a while back, but you do it
It,
again with your
I
new
should.
skills and such. So,
I forget the
um,
story. Like I forget to tell it. It so seems,
right.
yeah, it's a
Um,
good idea.
Okay, so let's see here. And you talked about on your channel, like, the only way to gain lean muscle mass is eat 2 to 3 meals a day till you're full and lift weights 3 times a week. And, just watching your journey, all the way through on your channel and you and your husband on the weekly Sunday live streams and all the different features and interviews, and then all
Source,
the different content.
we used to
Yeah,
sit in our live and nobody would watch, and I would just tell
really.
pretend there's people there. So if somebody watches the replay, they think we have people. So I'm like, "Hi, everyone, welcome." No, there's
Right.
nobody watching us.
That's hilarious. That's funny. That's funny. Um,
Nobody watched us.
and yeah, so there's a lot of good topics you've covered on there, and you even talked about forgiving yourself for what food has done to you.
That's one of my things. And
Yeah,
and as a woman, maybe, and having daughters, I think some of us, things happen, or as we age and it hit, especially midlife, and we start to gain weight, it's really because of hormones, and we
yeah,
think we have to starve. And I'm not saying your food choices necessarily, but what we're driven to do. I thought that was the enemy. I mean, I was, make sure you don't eat too much fat, and
mm,
and that works for some, but I just have put so much pressure on myself, not for my weight, but for muscle strength, or for whatever crazy reasons. And then
yeah,
getting out of shape with menopause, um, you just feel like a little lump sometimes, whether you look it or not. And what I tell women is, stop blaming yourself. Really,
mm,
I mean,
right,
and sometimes it's lies we are told, heart healthy, this and that, and then it's all processed food. That's not their fault that they thought, eating cereal 10 times, the Special K diet, and I'm not putting down that company or the brand. Let me add
right.
that so I don't get in trouble.
Yeah,
But,
great.
people would develop these crazy diets for us to do. And
Hmm.
we believed it. And we thought we had to maybe starve or not eat enough or not eat fat, or for that
Right.
matter, stay away from fruit, and we've done it all. And, our bodies, that's what I mean by stop blaming yourself. Just move on. What can we do from here? What can we do? What
Right.
can we change?
Yeah. Yep. And yeah, so and you shared over your link for your website, coachjulietedens.com.
Yeah.
It says on there, health and wellness coaching for women ready to feel strong, and not women only women, but everyone.
All
Um,
the women.
but, but yeah, it sounds
You
like you're
can identify as
specializing.
one or identify as any.
That's
I don't
true.
care what you are.
Sounds like you got a specialty there, and it's working. So for women ready to feel strong, steady, and confident again. If you're tired of diet cycles and conflicting advice, you're in the right place. I help women build sustainable habits, improve metabolic health, and feel at home in their bodies without extremes, guilt, or one size fits all rules.
Absolutely.
Cool. Very cool.
And one quick thing, one thing I'm doing, I
Yeah.
don't see many coaches do. There's a lot of debate on GLP-1s, and I must tell you, in my niche, you mentioned GLP-1s, and everybody in the chat wants to say, no, they're bad, they're horrible, don't do them. And I understand that. I understand that thought. But I have done so much research on GLP-1s, and I like to say I'm like Sweden, or is that Switzerland? One of those countries.
Right.
But I see why people use them. If you have never been obese and tried everything,
Right.
and suffered, you don't know. And it's easy for me to go, oh, you don't need GLP-1s. I see that side of it. I understand some concerns, but I do offer, it's going to be a small group that I want to support these women that are using, or men. I have to change that, GLP-1s, or thinking about. And it's not to say don't use them, is how do we use them as a tool in our toolbox, but let's not forget the other things. And you talked about them, the sleep, and taking magnesium,
Right.
getting in the sun. How are we going to navigate through this? You're not losing a bunch of muscle, which it's known to do. That's
Right.
not a negative, I'm not saying anything bad. You'll lose muscle first. So how do we maintain that? Together. And I love grouping. I think group coaching more, because then we connect via a small group that we could text every day, or they could text each other, and we become close friends, like a little YouTube group, but it's
Mm.
it's the GLP-1 group or the sugar group, and we support each other. So it's beyond paying for a little group session. We stay in touch. We are there together.
Very cool. Yeah, I'm looking into the group coaching model right now myself. I'm looking at. I've seen a couple people talk about, like, Alexa Serenoia is big, and then another one I just was watching talking about, like, setting up basically your content is it's a free thing for people, and then in the chat you can put like, hey, drop the word coaching or whatever, or tips or whatever in the chat, and then you can then send them a free document
Some,
that gives them a lot of value, and then you gather their email address in order to for them to get that free document or whatever that free thing is that they
yeah.
really value. And then now you've got your email list, and then
Mhm.
in your email list you can regularly communicate with your community there, and then you can build out that, you know, your community. A lot of people are using School,
Yeah,
School
you've
now,
got it 100%. Yeah.
and then with that you kind of, with like webinar style, you roll out your course or your coaching, your community, that, you know, so I've been watching and learning, and
Got it.
I'm getting ready to build out my own course, but it
Good.
talks about you don't really need to just build out your whole course. You can literally go right into it, start
Mhm.
actually running the course, and then as you go, people will let you know. It's kind of like you interview your audience, and they'll let you know what they need help with, and then you go and you draw up your plan and you present that, and you just keep going. Like it's a whole, and the group learns from each other in the community.
And the group.
They're all learning from each other. They're learning from you, and you're just you can do that research. You're good at that. You go research and you
Yeah.
bring them a presentation, and then, you know, more issues come
I'm
up.
impressed. You got the business down,
Yeah,
and
so
it's where you will see me in the future going.
right, me too.
Again, I work my full-time job. That's my priority to,
Yeah,
I get paid a salary, and so, I work that 8
right.
hours a day. As I wean down and out from that position, that's an extra, 8 hours a day. I am blessed to work at home, but that's extra 8 hours a day, and that's exactly where my intention is going.
Yeah, I'm
Because
gonna build out that.
one-on-one coaching can get pricey,
Mm,
small groups,
right.
webinars, the same content to help people at a much lower price.
Right,
Um,
that's the idea. Yeah, with a group,
is
you can kind
something.
of divide the price over the group a little bit,
Mhm.
and then like, is it Alexa Saranoia? She raised like, I don't know, it was like $50,000 or something in a weekend of pre-selling her course.
Yeah.
And she talks about, her numbers have gone up and up and up from there. So you check her out. She's got a lot there. Welcome in LGGG Love. Welcome in. I see a question from John Together Strong, and then we'll go into the rapid fire after his question here. So John Together Strong says, question. There are those that can fast longer periods of time, eat all the carnivore foods, but still have great problems with insulin resistance. What do you think about this phenomenon?
I'll just give my opinion, and
Yeah.
people will hate it in my community. Um, I don't believe in fasting. I don't. I understand the science. I understand Dr. Fung and Dr. Kilt, and I understand everybody does it and the autophagy,
Right.
and the benefits. I think that adds to the problem. It's my personal
Personally, okay.
opinion, and I don't have a lot of science to back it up,
Right.
other than I've seen too many people doing all the right things and not getting the results they want.
Sure.
And in carnivore, and where we are sort of in the community believing that, or train that, I'm not saying it's wrong, go longer periods of fasting, skip the breakfast. I get the science why. For me, I measure everything. I have a keto monitor on, I have a glucose
Mm.
monitor.
Mm.
I am a diabetic. I mean, I get, and I was an alcoholic. I didn't even go there. That's for another day.
Mm.
I've gone through a lot and measured everything,
Wow.
and I just haven't seen it to prove true on me or a couple clients that do the same. They have the glucometers and everything. See that this fasting is helping and could potentially be hurting. But again, I'm not a doctor. I
Right.
I eat my 3 squares. I ch I
Yep.
ch I'm on my levels all the time. When I don't do that, the stress on my body, internally, I don't feel stressed, but if I start skipping, missing, fasting, doing all the things we do for health that does help people, I will see my glucose get worse and my ketone numbers not be healthy range for
Right.
me.
Yep. Yep. And we each are different.
Just my
So
thought. I don't
yeah.
say it very
Thank
often
you.
because it's not
Yeah.
popular. You're supposed
Hey,
to,
right.
we're
Right.
not
Right.
meant to eat 3 meals a day. I eat all day.
Yeah. Yeah. I eat a lot more than that. Yeah. All right. So let's do a little rapid fire round and then we'll get some questions and comments and maybe a little panel on here before we raid
Yes, let's
out.
bring people on.
Yeah, we're gonna do that in a second. Here,
How many
let's
do
do
we have?
a
Oh,
quick
sorry.
rapid fire. We can have
Okay.
up to 9 or something. All right, let's do a
Whatever,
quick
right now.
rapid fire round. Let's stay on focus, and we'll bring the panel questions and comments after that. So,
Okay.
Juliet Edens, the channel is
Just the best place on earth. Because
yeah,
regardless of what I'm talking about, even if you don't like what I'm talking about, we're still going to have fun.
oh yeah. What about you, Juliet Edens? You are
I am a coach and a friend, and
yes,
I'm fun. And you need to
yes,
go cruising or something with me. I'd love to get together with people and we have
yeah.
fun.
Let's go. Let's all cruise, big cruise together, everybody. All right. The next, your subscribers are.
Oh, some of my dearest friends that I feel like I have been lifelong friends. And you could see, I hope you don't think it's like Larry Ryan comes in. I'm like, Larry, I'm genuinely excited,
Yeah.
to see those people. So they've become my little family.
Aw, me too, me too. Same, same, same. What's one word that describes you?
Odd duck,
A
odd quacker.
silly.
But I
Uh,
love it.
what's what's one thing that makes you happy?
Oh, the first thing that popped into mind, which is really sweet, I think, I'm just gonna tell the truth, popped in my mind was my husband. It was Doug.
Oh, very nice, very
'Cause I
nice.
enjoy picking on him.
John Together Strong said, "Thank you, Coach Juliet." He said, "What you said is so true. Cortisol can trigger off an insulin response due to stress." So cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Next one is cats or dogs?
Really?
That's a tough one.
Cats.
It's cats for you
Wait
though.
wait
But
wait till you see my show Sunday, it'll be fun. Yes, it's
could be both. Could be both again though. It sounds like you could get a cat and a dog again. No.
yeah, we are getting a dog too, but Doug has to get over a little shock we gave him yesterday. Again, I told you a little bit, but I'll tell
And a
the
pig,
audience on Sunday.
pig, and a pig, and a goat, and a miniature donkey, and a giraffe. Oh, okay. All right. Next is coffee or tea.
Coffee.
Coffee. I was gonna say tea, but actually I got mocha mushroom. I don't know what is considered. It's kind of mocha, kind of like coffee, kind of.
Yeah.
All right. Next is favorite food of yours.
Oh, I have to say right now, it honestly is it's a burger like a cheeseburger hash. It's with uh, beef,
Mm.
hamburger, uh, cheese, like it's a Big Mac type of thing. A
Ooh,
little bit of onion, red onion, garlic. Yeah, yeah. I know some carnivores say you don't eat that
good.
stuff. You do. And it's sort of like a Big Mac in a bowl.
Nice. I'll
I
throw
think.
some onion rings on there, barbecue sauce. All right. Maybe even a pineapple for Hawaii. Yeah.
There you go.
All right. What about like a favorite drink of yours?
I love my bubbly. Do you guys know what that is? I drink this stuff all the time,
Oh yeah, bubbly. Is that like Target or
from
something?
Walmart. I just love drinking
Walmart.
bubbly for some reason.
Cool, cool.
I'm boring.
What about like a favorite dessert or an ice cream flavor or something?
We have a Kilt ice cream, which is high fat, made of cream and everything. I haven't even tried it. So wait, that's not my answer.
Okay.
But I do like whipped cream. So
Ooh,
I've been
yes.
known to do the whipped cream.
Nice, nice. Welcome in Josephine Cowley from your
Oh,
side.
Josephine, hi.
And welcome the Groves Bargain Emporium is here as well. Welcome in. Um, we're just wrapping up rapid fire, and we're going to have questions, comments, a panel here in a minute here. I'm going to drop the link. What about like traveling wise? Where's a favorite city you've traveled to in the world?
Wow. Let's see. I've lived all over the United States with our jobs. We moved a lot. I love Scotland. Uh,
Yeah.
oh, I hope George isn't listening. Oh, I hope these my friends from England. I'm going to England in June,
Ooh,
actually, and
nice.
I'm going to meet with George. Good and other people I met through YouTube,
Good
and
enough.
there's several Americans going. We're going to go in June for 10 days over at Somerset. But I must say, so I've been to England a few times in Wales. I loved being in Scotland. I just thought it was delightful and very touristy, but like I'm one of those Americans that stayed up all night to watch Princess Diana get married. And, I just, and the same with Scotland. It's like, I just love just the history and the castles and being in it's all that stuff that we don't see here in the States that I love to do. And at the time I
Yeah.
was a heavy drinker, so I love the Scotch.
Of course. Yeah, I love the Euro trip myself. I went
Yeah.
to 12 countries, 17 cities across Europe. It was so fun, so awesome.
Wow.
Thank you, Snapback Network, 6 months plus in the Dream Life Collective. Thank you, Snapback. And Simple Family Lifestyles here, and Smoothie from your side,
Smoothie. Hi, thank you.
and Steadfast 20 from your side. Welcome,
Sharon. Hi, Sharon.
welcome,
Oh,
welcome.
they must be just coming from another live or something. Hi, guys. Welcome. We're
Something.
still going 2 hours.
Yeah, they're coming in. The Spanky, Golf Addict, Charger More Player, all in the
Thank you.
building. And Mark
Oh,
Crow. All right, so let's finish up rapid fire, and then we got I dropped a link in the chat if you want to come up on the panel and share questions or comments with Coach Juliet Edens.
oh,
How about a country you'd love to visit in the world?
I would love to go. I think I'd like to go to Finland because I haven't been and it sounds lovely.
Yeah,
Simple as
yeah,
that.
cool, cool. Welcome in Bacon Runner from your side.
Ah, Donna Ray, hi. Yeah,
How
our
about
friend Thomas had a live and I guess it just ended. So we're
must
having more
have
people join us. Thank you
they're
guys. That's
coming
great.
in. Yeah, perfect. What about like do you dance or play any music instruments or anything? Sing?
Yeah, I grew up playing classical piano
Okay.
for about 10 years with less. I wish I started earlier. Like Strings and Puck said, he started at like 7. I started at 10 years old, and loved it and competed back east. But then as I got older and went to college, I got away from it, and I don't have a piano here. But there's, if you go to a hotel and there's a piano and nobody's looking,
Yeah, that's
I could
good.
play, not like I used to. But yeah, I do
Yeah.
play. I can't dance. I certainly can't sing, but love to do both.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah. Do it. Do it. I think that's to me. I didn't even get to ask you what your dream life looks like. What will you change or add to your life to bring in your dream life? Do you want to say that real quick?
You know, I think about this, and I'm older than you, but like, I just think about where I'm at today, and maybe part of it is the good health. Like, would I want $1 million? No, no, I'm good. I'm good. Uh, I think sometimes the things I think I want maybe bring me more unhappiness. So
Mm. Right.
I'm just grateful for what I have. And almost every day when I'm out in the sun, without sunscreen, getting some color on my skin, I do look around and I'm like, 30 years ago, I wouldn't think I have an average house from Missouri, but 30
Yeah.
years ago, I wouldn't think I'd have a nice home with 4 bedrooms and a 6 foot tall wooden fence. I couldn't afford anything like that. So when I look around, I just remember when we used to live on baked potatoes and pasta every day when we were first married. And I'm like, if I had this 30 years ago, it would have been like a dream. And I do have that dream now. So
Yeah,
I'm
that's
good.
great to hear. Love that. Love that. Welcome in Tammy
Hi,
Whiting.
Tammy.
Whiting. Yeah, welcome in. And yeah,
Hi,
just
sir.
to finish up rapid fire here. Any like culture, like favorite music or TV shows or movies, anything? Tell us about any of that?
I didn't watch TV in so long because I
No?
over busied myself with YouTube and my business
Yes,
that
totally.
when it came time to watch TV over Christmas, it was so funny. I didn't know how to operate the TV. I had no idea. I am a once a year for the weeks. I'm a Hallmark, the woman's channel, love story, boy meets girl. They hate each other, they fall in love, they break up, and if there's a Christmas theme behind it, I'm all there, and I will binge them until Doug just wants to move out. I love it.
Nice. Thanks for sharing. So I dropped a link in the chat. The first person in the back room, if you're interested, we can bring Rudy up. Do you want to bring Rudy up?
Sure.
All right. Cool. So we'll bring Rudy up for a few minutes. Rudy, he might ask you to count to 100 or something, or to say a certain number or whatever. But yeah, Rudy, if you could have any questions or comments directed to Coach Juliet Edens, and then we'll have room for the next guest. So just a couple minutes, Rudy. So let's bring him up. Rudy.
Hello.
Rudy.
Oh, there.
Hey.
How you doing? How are you doing, Coach Juliet? Have you quoted any numbers yet or not yet?
Have I what?
Have you quoted some numbers yet or not yet?
Quoted numbers? No.
What number, Rudy? What number you wanted her to quote?
What number?
I don't know what to say because you didn't say any numbers. You just only said 30 years.
Oh.
Well, 62 is a good number because I'm going to be 62.
When are you turning 62?
In June. June this year. I'm a Gemini. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. So you're born in 64. Now, I'm from 89.
You're from what?
I'm from year 89, but 62 makes you think of 87.
Oh, there you go.
You had 87, Juliet?
So a 62 is a great number, I think, for me.
Okay, if you could quote 87, please. Juliet?
Okay, 87. 87.
Yeah, so if you're 62, that means you were born in 64.
It does. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know that's the year Alex Milner was Lexi Milner is born, except her birthday's in August, the day after me. August 8 is my birthday, and I was born in 89.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so nice talking to you, Rudy. You sound very nice.
Yeah, and you know, Gianna Bradford already had a birthday, Gianna Bradford, and right now I'm making birthday videos. And did you see my new birthday video I made, Source?
I haven't seen it. No, he made me a birthday video. It was like 6 hours. That was amazing, Rudy. Thank you.
And as well as the 100-day challenge.
Yes, you did do a 100-day video challenge, Rudy. You're amazing, Rudy.
I'll have to follow you, Rudy. It's nice to meet you.
If you already choose Rudy, what you like, what is it?
Once you got Rudy, you can't get rid of him. He's always there. He'll be in every live stream.
That's okay.
No,
have you heard of the song "All My Orders Keeper"?
No, you could keep singing.
Keep going, Rudy.
All My Orders Keeper. I don't know what that is, but you do like some fictional characters, and you know you like I'm right now busy with Daisy Duke's birthday video, and I'm now doing fictional characters' birthdays.
That's so nice of you.
It's gonna take a long time for me because I had been busy, and today I went to Burger King today and Chipley Donuts.
I like Burger King.
Nice.
I used to work at Burger King as a kid.
Oh wow! Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. He's got a Punky Brewster and everything.
And where do you live at? Which Burger King location?
I don't think I heard.
Where did you work? Where did you work?
Oh, I worked in New Jersey, in Rahway, across from Rahway State Prison. The New Jersey, the original Scared Straight documentary.
I know where New Jersey is at. New Jersey, you know, New York City is near New Jersey.
Yeah, it is.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, and you know that you get the Spanish channels I know you would get you know that they have lots of Spanish channels in New York, in New Jersey, and
They do. We have a
Yeah.
large
that's where
community, a
I
Puerto
think that,
Rican community.
because that's where I think that's where Telemundo originally was originated in New
Wow.
York when it was Nextpan.
Yeah.
Well, when Univision started in both Texas and Hollywood in New York.
Wow. They all worked at Burger King. Steadfast and Spanky Golf Addict worked at Burger King too
No way.
when they were
I
Yeah,
15 and
I
17.
had a teacher. I had
I
a
lived there
teacher
for
who
4
was
years.
working
Wow.
at Burger King as a
4 years.
custodian or something like that.
I
All
worked
right.
as the drive-through girl. They would
Wow.
not let me make food. I was never allowed to be in the kitchen once in a while. But I
Wow.
think back then we didn't have, it was you did money in your head, and I was the only one that could do money in my head. So I was the drive-through girl for 4 years,
Wow.
through high school and college and beginning of college. And
Awesome.
that was my job, the drive-through
Wow.
girl.
What, Rudy? One more
Mhm.
question, and then we gotta keep moving
Uh,
on here. You got any more questions, Rudy? One more.
Yeah, Juliet. And you don't have time to write to upload your handwriting, right?
He
I'm
wants
not
you to
sure how to.
write 0 to 100 on a thing. Oh,
Oh,
he's funny. Yeah.
well, maybe I can do that at some time, but
Yeah.
not
Now that
today.
y'all are connected, now that you two are connected, take it away. Have fun.
Yeah,
You
and you
all
know that
count to 100 and everything.
next month it'll be the 100 day official 100 day of the year
Yeah.
All right, Rudy. We'll see you again
for the
soon,
10th.
Rudy. We'll see you
Bye,
again. Thanks
Rudy.
for coming
Thank
on,
you.
Rudy. We
Nice
gotta
to
keep
meet you.
going here.
That
Thank you
was
so much.
sweet.
So we got like a couple minutes left. So if you could, maybe you could share anything you haven't gotten to share yet today for a few minutes here, and we'll get ready. I'll get ready to raid while you're talking as well.
Okay. The only thing I have left to share is that's new is my ketone monitor just went off because I'm at 5.1. So I have a feeling it's not accurate.
Oh,
Either that or I'm going into a diabetic. No, I'm kidding. Wait, I
oh,
should, I said I joke.
yeah.
It's been running a little too high. So I think it's either a little bit of a faulty one. So if you want a ketone, uh, if you are into ketones, if you know what they are, if you don't, you don't need a ketone monitor. I have them on my website, and you get a % off. You get a discount. They're not approved for United States. Their research lab is in California, but I buy mine from England because um, you could buy them from you could buy them from England from my channel, but they're not approved to sell in the United States at this time. They will be at this in 2026 for sure. But that's my pitch, and it just shows me where I am as related to my glucose. And it's usually pretty darn accurate with the finger prick. But I noticed today it's just been a little the last 2 days really too high, and I'm like, something's off with it. So I'm not too worried.
Well, we'll be wrapping this up here in the next couple of minutes. I'm looking at who we can raid right now.
Who?
Um,
Who?
and on the live, I'm looking at like Driving Daily's live, Fishy Things is live, Greenland Quilter Katie, Living Jay's Way, Chris Lee, Mental Raccoon Glass, Exploradora 80. I don't know if anybody else sees anyone else live. Go with the Flow Farm. Let us know. We can all kind of vote together
I'm
here.
afraid to pick. I know several of them, and I'd love to pick them.
Out with Key is doing a word search thing.
Oh, I love searches.
Yeah, so busy. Yeah, a lot going on. And then I also like to look at my YouTube studio because that's where I set up the raid, and it tells me who I can actually raid, like automatically send over to, bring everybody over to. And yeah, Rick ate an iguana. He said it was delicious. Okay.
I thought Rick would be on for sure, but we've run out of time. I
Oh
talked
yeah,
for 2 hours.
I did just drop the link. Like if anybody had the last second to come up, you're welcome to come up for this last minute here. but I'm looking at, so who can we actually
I want to go
raid?
raid somebody. I can't pick.
We're gonna definitely raid here. So I'm looking, I go into my YouTube studio, I click on content, I click
Yep.
on live, and then I could see, I edit my current live is what I'm doing. I go to customization, I go down to the bottom and click on add redirect. And then in the top right, I click on search videos from other channels, and it shows me who's live and who's rateable. So like Explorador 80, Blues Plate, um, and then let's see who else. Epi Poo,
You guys are so sweet.
Living Jay's Way, Greenland Quilter Katie, um, Jonas Sales, Mental Raccoon
So
Glass.
how do you
Yeah,
could raid any channel through YouTube if you're monetized, right? You have to be monetized and you have to set your channel that you're rateable.
rateable, right?
Yeah,
Correct.
and
Yeah,
it's in
the
YouTube
setting.
Studios, and you
Yeah,
set a little
YouTube.
button,
Yep.
and then
Yeah. Yeah, do
and,
research on that. Everybody, make sure you're
yeah,
rateable. Do research on that.
yeah,
Watch
it's
a
easy.
video or something.
Yeah,
Type
please.
in, how do I make sure I can receive a YouTube redirect?
Yep.
And
If you have a channel,
set
you
that.
could receive a raid, and it's so much fun, and the
Yes.
creator's so happy when it happens, and it's so
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah. So yeah. I don't know. What do you think? You guys want to go to Explorador 80? She's doing a camper van diaries. Um, does that sound fun, or what do y'all think?
I'm trying to get my hair out of my head. Face.
Yeah.
Okay. Um,
She's fun. She's in Australia.
just do it.
She's
Go. Just do it. Just
Yeah.
make the
All right.
decision.
We're going
Go.
Explorador
Go.
80.
And
Everybody,
this
we're
pulls
going
us
to.
off my channel, I think. I don't know what happens now.
Oh
Thank
yeah,
you
I
guys.
don't know. For
Thank
for
you guys for
this,
coming. I really appreciate my channel followers. That was so sweet. And I know you had a lot of choice. It's not like a commercial. I know you had a lot of choices in channels today, but you chose
yeah,
me. Thank you. No.
yeah. So I know the raid goes from the source to the next to the raid. So I don't know if anybody, if you want to hop over here at the source 479
But
to make
they'll
sure it
be released
automatically
from my
brings
channel.
you. Yeah. Feel free to come over to at the source 479. So it automatically takes you. I'm gonna try to drop her link in there as well. It's at Exploradora 80 is her user handle. Make sure I can drop that in there at Exploradora 80.
All
Um,
right.
make sure I get that right
So
at
we can get
Exploradora
off here and I could
80.
click it.
Well, it'll automatically go, but unless if you're not in here, I'm putting her user handle in the chat so that y'all
Oh,
can go manually.
just say
It's
her.
at Explorador 80. If you need to go manually, that's
Okay.
right there in the chat. I typed it wrong. Hold on.
And guys, if
At
you've never done one, like just do it for fun. Like you
Explorador.
don't have to stay there an hour. It's so
No, you
fun when
don't.
you surprise a creator by saying, "The source sent us." Like if you want to
Yes.
experience, just go for a minute even and just write, "The source sent us," and we write raid, and
Yeah.
the joy on the
Yep.
creator's face is so
Exactly
fun.
what she's saying. Like we kind of just agree to stay there like a minimum 5 minutes. We
Yeah,
love up the host and connect with the community. And we say source raid or source and Coach Juliet
yeah,
raid, or whatever you
yeah,
do. And then it's just a lot
yeah.
of energy and fun. And it's a trend that's growing. So, but let's close out with, I'm gonna say a thank you here for Coach Juliet, and then I'm gonna play a raid song and video on the screen, and then it'll automatically take everybody to at Explorador 80, or you can go there manually and join us over there.
Just say
Uh,
raid.
Kyle Vlog channel's in the building. Welcome. So here we go. So we want to thank Coach Juliet Edens. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom, your powerful healing journey, and your heart, and
Too
helping
kind.
us
Thank you.
feel you're helping us feel strong and confident again, especially women. And thank you for your clarity and your compassion and your expertise and making this conversation unforgettable. Thank you so much for being here.
It was so much fun. Thank you so much.
Yeah, really great time. And here's our source raid song and video here, and then we'll automatically land at Explorador 80. Here we go, y'all.
Welcome aboard Source Airlines, taking off tonight. Fasten your seatbelts, yeah, the vibe is right. Flying high with the fam, yeah, we feeling so free. From the chat to the skies, it's a Source 479 free. Windows down, good vibes, only on this flight. Drop a like, say hey, let the love take flight. From the runway to the clouds, yeah, we rising again. A Source Airlines, where the fun never ends. White Captain Source on the mic, yeah, we clear for the sky. Destination good vibes, yeah, we aiming real high. So subscribe, come ride, yeah, the fam's on the plane. It's Source Airlines taking off, let's go!
Gang. All right, y'all. See you at Explorador 80. Thanks again, Juliet. Gang. Bye, y'all.
We are family. I got all my supporters with me. Hey! We are family. Come on over to the Source and see. Hey! We are family. I got all my supporters with me. Hey! We are family. Forever the Source, that's